Oh, we're live. Hello, everybody. It's me in my office with no lights on. It's a bit echoey. I hope this is all okay. But I thought I'd come in today and answer a few questions because I've been having loads and loads and loads of people asking tons of questions. We've got thousands of people who've already joined Colour Pencil Week, and I can't tell you how flipping excited I am to be with you all next week. So my first question is, and I've got them all written down so I don't forget, because you know what I'm like. When does Colour Pencil Week start and how much is it? So Colour Pencil Week starts this Friday. We have a live kick-off call on Friday evening at 7 p.m. Then throughout the week until the following Friday, we have pre-recorded sessions and then we have live sessions as well. So our first live drawing session is on Sunday at 4 p.m. UK time. Now, Colour Pencil Week costs you £10. That's it. It's £10. You get the recordings, you get a gorgeous hub, you get downloads. There are some amazing bonuses that you can get your hands on, and it's just going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, and it's £10, and that's it. And you get the recordings until the end of May. However, if you do want to keep the recordings, then you can join Ignite, and you get to keep the recordings for as long as you're a member, and you also get some fantastic bonuses too. So, next question. What exactly is happening during Colour Pencil Week and what will you be teaching us? Brilliant question. So, what is happening is I am going to be teaching you the basics of colour pencils, some more advanced skills. So, the week is for anybody who just wants to draw and have a lovely time. If you're a complete beginner, if you're more advanced, it's just a really, really fabulous, fabulous week. Amazing community, and just a lot of fun. So kick-off call on Friday, which is going to have a little bit of a Q&A session, and I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to be happening throughout the week. Saturday, you get your first pre-recorded session, which is a pre-prep session for the first drawing that we're going to be doing on the Sunday, which is a little hare. Now, if you've already joined Colour Pencil Week, you'll notice that the drawings are going to be quite small. And I don't want you to get sort of worried or anything like that. Oh, how am I going to be able to do the details and blah blah blah. I had a lot of feedback from last time that people wanted to do a complete animal, and we know colour pencil is slow. So I decided, you know what, let's do them a little bit smaller, and then we can just get the whole lot done. We can just finish the whole thing. So the live drawings is quite small. The pre-prep drawings are I can see lots of comments coming through now. How nice. I didn't see those before. I'm like, oh, hello, Yvette, hello, Karen, hello, Daisy, hello. I'm like looking at my screen going, where are all these comments coming from? That's awesome. I'll keep looking at those. Yeah, so the pre-prep sessions are extra sessions that give you tips if you want to draw them bigger. So if you want to draw them bigger, then you know the pre-prep session is there for you. There's downloads, there's all of this kind of stuff. So on the Saturday, it's the pre-prep session, and I'm going to be talking you through the hair. There's some extra tutorial in there, so if you want to draw a hair, there's an eye, there's some ears, there's some fur, and I talk you through how to do those. So lots and lots of fantastic teaching. Then on the Sunday, we draw the hair together. Monday is the pre-prep on the little owl, and again, you get a whole tutorial on how to draw owl's eyes. You get an owl's foot, if anybody's interested in drawing an owl's foot. Bird feet are really strange, and I thought it'd be really, really fabulous actually to include that, because sometimes you don't quite know what to do, and do I put this detail in, do I put that detail in? So you've got an owl's foot, and I think there's about an hour and a half's worth of tutorials in there, maybe even more, and downloads again. And then on the Tuesday night at 7 p.m. UK time, we draw the little owl together. Wednesday, we get the pre-prep of the deer, and again, you get an extra tutorial with other deer. If you want to draw it bigger and you want to go into more detail, and then on the Thursday evening at 7 p.m. we draw the two deer together, and we finish them, and at the end you'll have 3 gorgeous drawings, plus you'll have loads and loads of information about how you're if you want to draw them a bit bigger and you want to do them more detailed. The bonuses, I can't tell you how excited I am about the bonuses. So one of the bonuses is Backgrounds 101, because I know how scared we all are drawing backgrounds. I've gone off piece now. I've got this whole list of questions and I've gone off piece completely. Backgrounds 101, and it's this, I don't know how many pages it is, 40, 50 pages, all about backgrounds, drawing backgrounds with coloured pencils. And that is, you know what I'm like. Anything that I do, I think is amazing. But there's some fantastic information in there, really, really fantastic information. I am going to go through some of these questions in a minute as well. So we've got Backgrounds 101. I've then got this wonderful bonus, which is I've chosen 5 more wildlife creatures. Wildlife creatures? Animals. 5 more animals that you see in the wild in the UK. And what I've done is I've given you the reference photo, I've created the line art for you, and I've given you the suggestions of colour. So I've given you a materials list. Then what I've done is I've given you a helping hand as to how to, the little bits that you need to kind of concentrate on so that you can draw those yourself. And there's 5 of those. They're amazing. And then we have, what's another bonus? A bonus tutorial of a bluebell. Who doesn't love a bluebell? In the UK at the moment, we've got woods full of bluebells, and they're absolutely gorgeous. So we've got a bonus of that as well. I think we've got something else as well, but I can't remember. So there's some fabulous bonuses. Okay, on to the next question. I'm a beginner and nervous to give this one a go. Can I still take part if I don't know much about drawing? Yes, absolutely. And what I would say is that I'm very friendly, I'm really kind, and drawing has changed my life. It's completely changed my life. I know I've been drawing for quite a long time now, but it's totally and utterly changed my life. And anybody who is thinking about drawing needs to just give it a go. Just give it a go. Because it's not about creating like something like an amazing masterpiece. That's not what this is about. This is about being creative, using your hands, getting rid of all of the rubbish that's going on in our heads. You know, well, I've got to do this and I've got to do that, and I'm worried about this and I'm worried about that. We don't need to be doing any of those things. If we're drawing, it all just disappears, and that's what I found. That's why I started drawing, because it just stopped all of this worry and anxiety and everything that was going on in my head. So that's why I want you to start drawing. I honestly couldn't care less what your outcome is. Everything is going to be amazing, and anything that you do is just going to be fabulous because you've created it. So if you're a complete beginner, this is perfect for you. I haven't got any fancy pencils or paper. Can I still join? Yes. And what I've done is I have given you alternative colours. So I've got the colours that I'm going to be using, and you know, yeah, their art is quality, absolutely. But what I've done is I've given you alternatives for different brands, and I've given you a budget pencil that's still really good. So you can get something like 120 pencils for £40, which is amazing. I mean, you can get ones that are even cheaper than that. And I don't want you to get bogged down with, I've got to have the same stuff. Basically, I've chosen colours that we can use throughout. So we can use the same colours on the, basically chosen, 3 brown animals. So as long as you've got a brown, you'll be fine. Just brown, just use brown, be fine. So I've chosen colours that we can use throughout, so similar colours throughout, brown and orange and grey. you'd be absolutely fine. So please don't worry about fancy this and fancy that. Bum bum bum. I'm from Australia. I'm not from Australia, but this is the question. I'm from Australia, and the live session times really don't work for me. Can I catch the replay? How long will this content be available for me? Yes, you can catch the replay. So the replays, I'm going to try and get them available to you as soon as possible. So if we're doing a 2-hour session on an evening, we'll be finishing about 9 p.m. UK time. It might be the morning that the replays are then available to you, but they'll be available in this gorgeous hub. So we've got this fabulous hub that's available. It's available now, so everybody's being put into the hub today, or contacted and invited to the hub. So all of the replays will be available in there. If you're eligible for the bonuses, they'll be available in there. All the downloads are in there, and also the community's in the same hub, which is amazing. So you don't have to go anywhere else. It's just everything in one place. And the replays are going to be available until the end of May. Now, if you want to hang on to the replays for longer, then if you join Ignite, which opens on Sunday, for Coloured Pencil Week attendees, then you'll get all of the replays in there for as long as you're a member. And they're all just in a little separate hub. Next question. What other exciting things have you got planned for the week? I've heard that you can join your membership during the week. Is there anything else that I can look forward to? You can look forward to being with me. Now, if that's not exciting, I don't know what is. Yes, so Ignite opens on Sunday for Coloured Pencil Week attendees. And on the Sunday, we've got an amazing bonus that you get your £10 back for Coloured Pencil Week. So basically, you can join Ignite on Sunday until midnight on Monday. That little ping was Maisie, my daughter, reminding me to say other stuff as well, because I can't remember everything. Even though she's written all of these questions down, I still can't remember because I just get so giddy about my drawing. So £10 off on the Sunday. So basically you get Ignite for £27 for the first month, which is amazing. It really is amazing because of the amount of content in there, and because it's not just me drawing in there now. I've got expert artists in there. So I've got portrait artist, I've got a specialist botanical artist, I've got somebody who does like shiny stuff, backgrounds, all of that kind of stuff. So it's not just me now in Ignite. We've got other artists in there as well, which is really, really exciting. You've got all of the live sessions, got the Q&As with me. I've also got, I do coaching sessions as well, once a month. And you get all of the back catalogue of, all of the tutorials and everything from when I first started, so which is amazing. And then the other thing as well is that we're also giving things away. So I've got some brilliant bundles from Derwent that I'm giving away. I think there's 5 bundles, I think, that we're giving away of colour pencil stuff. We are also, what was the other thing that we're giving away? Oh, we've got an annual membership to give away, which is very exciting. And that will happen, that will be announced on Sunday. So we've got a golden ticket. So anybody who joins, anybody who's joined already and anybody who joins up until the 9th, which is the last time to join is Friday, then you're all eligible for the golden ticket to get an annual membership, which is really exciting. Okay, I struggle to organise things in my email and laptop. This is definitely about me. Is there one place where all of the Coloured Pencil Week sessions, replays, resources, etc. will be? And is there also a guide for how to resize line art? Yes, there is. So like I said before, everything's in this gorgeous hub. And the hub is it's like a website with different playlists. So it's like I can't share on Facebook Live, but you basically get like little playlists with a picture, and it was like, day 1 here, day 2 here, and all of the resources are attached to there. There's also a calendar with all of the links so that you know exactly where to go, and we will be emailing you every single day to say this is when this is when that is, here's the link, blah blah blah. And the community is also within the hub, so everything is in one place, which I think is fantastic. Um, Guide for resizing the line art, yes, there is. Now I know this is a real pain in the backside. I know it is. So all of my line arts are done to the correct size. I create them in Photoshop. They're all the correct size. However, um, when you print them out, you might be printing them from a place that doesn't recognise the dots per inch that Photoshop uses, which is a pain. So what happens is you go to print them out and they're like either gigantic or tiny. So what I've done is when you join Colour Pencil Week, you get a resources page. So you get a page with all of the stuff on. There's also a video on there that shows you how to resize your line art. I mean, I'm saying basically all this, all you have to do. And I know that, you know, some of us technophobes like really struggle with tech, because I'm getting that way as well. It can be really daunting, but what we do is what you can do is you can just kind of take it, put it into like a Google Doc or a Word document or something like that, and resize it and then print it from there. Or you can just adjust the percentage on your printer. If I join Ignite during Colour Pencil Week, what happens? Well, I have to join all of the live sessions for Ignite this week as well, or do I start after Colour Pencil Week? So if you join Ignite from Sunday, we have got a couple of sessions going on, but basically what I've done is I've kind of just cancelled everything for that week, because we've got Colour Pencil Week and everything's going on in Colour Pencil Week. What will happen is once Colour Pencil Week is over and you've joined Ignite, all new members will join a brand new pop-up Facebook group. It's our Launchpad group, and in that group you're there for a month, and we have got ambassadors in there, so long-term Ignite members are in there to look after you, admin team's in there, I'm in there, we're there to answer all of your questions. And it's quite nice to come in as a group, because sometimes, you know, when you get just put into like a group that's of established members, sometimes it can feel a little bit daunting, and maybe thinking, oh gosh, I can't answer that, I can't ask this question, this is such a silly question, I can't do this, I can't do that. But if you're all joining in a group in one place, it feels a little bit easier to kind of ask those questions that you might think, oh gosh, and no question is silly, no question. And I really do encourage all of the questions, and we also look after you. We give you all of the links, we tell you what's going on, and you can share all of your stuff, and it's a lovely place to be. So you'll be invited to that group after Colour Pencil Week. What's available to me in Ignite? Don't know much about it, so I've kind of already covered this. You get all of my tutorials, you get a brand new tutorial every month, you get a live draw along every week, so we do a 2-hour session every week where we draw together, which is wonderful. That's my art club. You get a Q&A every month, you get a coaching confidence session every month, you get either a live session or a business PDF download. We have critique session every month. We have a mastermind every couple of months. Honestly, that is like the best thing ever, because I supply the image for the mastermind, and nobody's allowed to share anything. You draw it and then we showcase it. We showcase everything, and I get like hundreds of entries, and we sit there all together for a couple of hours and go through these drawings. And you're probably thinking, what the hell is she laughing at? This has become like almost like a competition to see who can create the craziest rendition. So we've had, for example, I've had an image which is, I think it's a pig in Thailand, off Pig Island, that's kind of swimming, and it's got a bird on its back. It's a fantastic picture, and it's got all blue sea and everything. We've had people who have just done it as per the photograph. Then we've had the pig in a swimming costume, the pig with a rubber ring round it. We've had a pig with a shark behind it. And it's just the best session. I can't tell you how. It's hysterical. And, we come to each one, and each one just gets crazier and crazier and crazier. And this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. It's about people having the best fun with their drawing. It's absolutely brilliant. I'll have to share some of the mastermind stuff, because it's It's amazing. It's amazing. Um, okay. How much is color? Oh, how much is Colour Pencil Week? Oh, yeah. It's £10, and is it worth the money? Well, that's up to you. I think it's I think it's really worth the money. You get 6 hours, at least 6 hours drawing with me live, where you can ask your questions, all of that kind of stuff. You get downloads, you get extra tutorials. You also, as soon as you join, or as soon as we join on the Friday when it kicks off, you get my Colour Pencil 101, which is this big document all about colour pencils. And it's a brand new document. It's not something that I've just kind of taken and put a new cover on. It's totally new. You get a brilliant hub. You get a fantastic community. So I would say it's really worth the money, like so worth the money. I've heard lots about Derwent recently. What exactly is their involvement in Colour Pencil Week? Do you use their products a lot? So Derwent have very kindly sponsored one of the drawings, and they've sponsored the first drawing on Sunday. And through sponsoring the drawing, they've also given me bundles to give away. So a lot of the time what happens is when you're sponsored by a company, they provide you with like a load of materials. And what I've said to Derwent is, look, I've got tons of pencils. I don't really need another full set of Lightfast or anything like that. Please, can we just have some giveaways to give to the people, who are joining me? So very kindly, they have they're giving 5 bundles, I think it is, 5 bundles of Derwent products away, which is fantastic. So the pencils that I'm using are purely Derwent products that I'm using in that one, but I have given you alternatives because I know not everybody uses Derwent. I do use Derwent products. Their little super point sharpener has become my go-to, because it does what it says on the tin. It creates super points. I mean, I've never seen a point like it. And I do use their Lightfast pencils and their drawing pencils a lot. I like them. But what I'll always do is give you, either give you alternatives, or you can ask for alternatives. And of course I've got my conversion chart as well, which gives you alternatives. So whilst I will be using a lot of them on the first day, in my tutorials I do use a few Derwent pencils, but mostly I use polychromos, and I use quite a lot of the Caran d'Ache. But again, it's not all about using these posh pencils. It's very much about just having a good time, and you can get the results. What I would say is, if you don't want to spend an awful lot of money, buy cheaper pencils, but get good quality paper. That's what I would say. So, try and get really good quality paper and use your cheaper pencils, because if you use really cheap paper, that's what's gonna kind of scupper you a little bit. So that's what I would suggest. So I've come to the end of my questions, and I'm just going to go through here. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I think Maisie's been answering all of these, which is awesome. Yeah, cool. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it. Just trying to think of something else that I can tell you. I'll tell you a little bit about me. I've just started a new commission piece, which I'm very excited about. He is, there's one left. Maisie said there's one left. I can't see another question, Maisie. You'll have to send it through to me. Question about joining monthly. Where's that? Have I missed that? Yeah, you can. Hang on a second. I'm getting confused now. Janet said, how do I join Ignite? So if you want to join Ignite, you can. If you're in Colour Pencil Week, Janet, you can join from Sunday. And I would definitely suggest that if you're planning on joining Ignite, join on Sunday or Monday, because that's when you get the money off. So I definitely suggest you do that. And then you're in and you're all sorted. You get all of your bonuses, and that's all fabulous. And then let me just have a look and see if I can see this other one. Oh, here we go. Can you post a link to join monthly if possible? Yes, you can definitely join monthly, Amanda. So you can join monthly or annually. Um, Annually, you get 2 months free, so it's great. If you join monthly and then you decide you want to join annually afterwards, just send us an email. We'll sort it out for you. So it's not a problem. And it's like a subscription. It's like Netflix and all of that kind of stuff. You know, you join and then it's a recurring payment. But we've got very easy ways of cancelling. You know, if you need to cancel at any point, I think you need to be transparent about these things. But hopefully you'll just want to stay forever because it is wonderful and the community is amazing. And people join having never drawn before, and then all of a sudden, you're creating these incredible pieces, and it's just wonderful. It really, really is the best place. I'm gonna disappear in a minute because I know I've been waffling on for ages, but I know a lot of you are already subscribed to my newsletter. I'm starting a new newsletter, an additional one. I'm just going to give you like a load of stuff here. It's going to be Bonny Unfiltered, which I'm really excited about, because I think a lot of people think that I'm just a sweet Yorkshire old lady, which I definitely am. But sometimes I can swear. And of course, I don't ever do that on my social media or anything like that. And I just want to have a place where I can share some of the stuff, like the books I'm reading and the films that I'm watching. And I don't know, people have been asking what skincare I've been using and all of that kind of stuff. And I just want to have a place where I can just share a little bit more of me and my dogs and maybe a little bit of the family and all of that kind of stuff. Because I know people really like to know people, and my scribble is amazing, and that's where I have all of my coloured pencil tips and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm going to be starting a new, I think it's probably going to be monthly, I think, newsletter, which I'm really, really excited about. So we'll let you know about signing up to that. I'm also going to be starting my podcast up again very soon, which I am very excited about because I love doing that, but it just got a little bit too much. So we're going to be doing the podcast soon as well. And now this is sort of in the pipeline, but I've really decided I want to do more in-person events too. So I'm kind of looking at how I can do that. There is a strong possibility that I may be doing a workshop in Sydney in August. I don't think any of our Australian friends will be around yet. They're probably, oh no, they might be. They might be up late. But there's a strong possibility that that's going to be happening. I've got a conversation tonight about that. So that's really exciting. So I'm just really, really excited about stuff. Oh, and then I'm not really allowed to talk about this, but I'll just mention it forget you've heard this. I've just kind of signed a book deal. So there's that too, which is really exciting, but you can just forget what I said about that. Anyway, that's about it because I've got another meeting to go into now. So thank you all so much for listening to me waffling on. I'm so excited about next week. I can't tell you, the thing that I love to do the most is drawing and teaching and doing stuff live. I just love it. I absolutely love it. So I'm hoping that you're all going to join me. Those who have already joined, I'm so looking forward to drawing with you. It's going to be so much fun. We have fun. It's not, of course it's serious because we're learning stuff, but it's just like a fun evening or a fun afternoon. It's just going to be amazing. So I'm very, very excited. About next week and about drawing with you all. So I'm going to say goodbye because I've got to go into a KPI meeting now. I'd much prefer to stay here and chat to you, but needs must. So I will see you all on Friday. I can't believe it's Friday. I'll see you all on Friday. Okay.